Hey everyone, this is Lam here, and today I just want to give you a quick update on my TBS system. So this is the TBS Vendetta with the Tango and the Crossfire. And what I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about the setup, because in the first video I talked a lot about this being a ready-to-fly system, but that's not quite true. There is some configuration and some setup that you would have to do, and it's a lot easier if you have a little bit of RC knowledge. So I just want to go over that a little bit before we talk about the next steps that I'm going to be taking with this system, because it is a really nice system, has a lot of great integration points, and I definitely want to step you through it. So let's go ahead and go into the setup. Hey everyone, this is Lam here, and I have my TBS Vendetta all taken apart, as you can see, because I was in the process of setting it up. And what I have learned is with their latest model of the Tango and also the Vendetta V2 is when you first get it, you actually don't want to assemble it together. You actually want to break it down to its core pieces, just like this. And what you want to do is you want to go ahead and update the firmware, and that's through the TBS agent. It's only a Windows only app, so you're going to have to download it on a Windows PC. Once you download it, the first thing it'll do is it'll ask to update itself. And what you want to do is you want to run Windows in admin mode so it can update itself easier. I generally run under a user account without the admin rights, so I was having trouble with the TBS agent if you do that. Alright, before I put this back together, I just want to quickly go over the steps to actually set it up, because it can be confusing. It certainly took me a little while to get all of it together. You unbox this. What you want to do is you want to take the Vendetta out of its frame, strip it down to this, which is basically taking out the screws up front here and over here, and the whole thing slides out. Go ahead and put the antenna on that's already a part of the kit. Put that on so that you don't burn out your video transmitter. And what you want to do then is set this aside. Take your TBS Tango. I'm going to go ahead and power it off. Go ahead and attach your Crossfire. Connect the two ports up, and then having it powered off, what you want to do is you want to go to the website, download the TBS agent. What I did was I searched for TBS Crossfire. I went to their to the site where they're selling the Crossfire, and down at the very bottom it'll say download TBS agent. You download the TBS agent, let the TBS agent update itself, plug in the USB port, update your Tango, plug in the USB port, update your Crossfire. What you want to do is you want to take your Vendetta, the guts of it anyways, and over on here there are actually two USB ports. This one here is for your PDB and your OSD. So when you plugged it up, mine actually was current and up to date for this one, so I didn't have to do anything. Plug it up to your flight board. Once you plug it up to your flight board, it'll update to the latest version of Betaflight. The drivers for Windows 10s automatically updates, so if you are on a Windows 10 PC, it'll be super easy. If you're on a Windows 7 PC, you might have to download some drivers in order to talk to your flight controller board. So keep that in mind when you're actually doing this. Once you have all of this set up, make sure you have your antenna when you plug in your Vendetta, and also when you power up, you also want your antenna on your Crossfire too. So here is the main menu. I push down, go to devices, go to the micro RX, which is what's in the TBS. It'll slowly output all of the configurations to the controller automatically, which is great. So this is the integration that I was talking about before. You want to go to output mapping, and what you want to do is you want to actually go here to output 1 and output 2. And before, mine was actually set to PPM, and that was the reason why I wasn't able to connect at the very beginning, and it stumped me for a very long time. So once I actually changed it to the Crossfire TX, everything started working, and that's when I was able to start binding with everything, and everything started to work as intended. Here is the Crossfire in back. You can actually have all of the settings displayed on your Tango. So you actually never have to use this display for configuration stuff. If you actually, although it's still very useful, the back of it is still very useful if you want to look at the bar charts and everything. So the back of it isn't completely useless. It's just that most of the configuration settings you can use it straight from the menu. And this is the integration that I've been talking about in terms of going for a full TBS system, is that you're able to access everything from your controller. Hopefully you found this useful and you follow me on this journey, because I definitely want to get this out to maybe 3 miles. That's my goal. I also need to test, what type of props work best. Right now I only have 6-inch props. Need to really get to 7-inch. I'm only using 4S batteries because that's what I have. I want to try some 5S. I want to try some 6S. So there's a lot to experiment with, but it's a lot of fun doing this part of it. This is the part that I really enjoy about the hobby, is to experiment, try different things. One of the things that I want to do with this system is I want to have a battery system that lets me have about 8 minutes of flight time. That way when I have this with me, all I really need is this quad and the TBS controller, the Tango, and then I can fly for 8 minutes, which is roughly equivalent to like 4 packs on a mini quad. So that will be a great grab and go system. In the springtime, what I want to do is that I want to be able to fly this every day with just 1 pack. At 8 minutes, that's 4 flights on a mini quad, so that would be great. Plus, it's a very easy system to bring along because I only need this quad and the Tango, and I'm good to fly because I can fly off the screen. I'm very comfortable doing that because I have glasses anyway, so goggles are a bit of a cumbrance for me to use. So I really like this system, and hopefully going forward, this will be something that I can really stretch out and have a lot of fun with.